Welcome to Poppet Radio, the only place to listen in to mysterious tales and wondrous adventures of Poppets growing up in the Plague Poppet Orphanarium.
Human?
Yes, Poppet?
I think all humans should know we're only 6 inches tall.
That's what makes you a small and mighty friend.
I'm Preston.
And I'm Franklin.
If you've ever wanted to know what life is like when you're only 6 inches tall, you've come to the right place. In today's episode, Preston Peppercorns PI discovers the grisly remains of an old friend in part 1 of Who Murdered Radioactive Rex. It was a still and eerie night in the city, the air thick with fog and secrets. My name is Preston Peppercorn P.I. I'm a hard-boiled, tough-as-old-boots gumshoe detective, and jobs were scarce that year, until I heard a knock at the door. It was Bertram Bellwether, a local hard-nosed reporter, always angling for a story.
Good evening, detective.
Hello, Bertram.
Word on the street is you're looking for work, and I got a job for you. Radioactive Rex is dead.
The news hit me like a couple pounds of bricks. My back was forced to the wall. I had to take the case. I was running out of raisins and those tiny candy bars you can only get in October. But a job is a job. Are you certain he's dead? He hibernates with his eyes open, you know.
Oh, he's dead, all right. Dead as a pile of rusty, dusty doornails. It's front page news in the Poppet Tribune, the Poppet News newspaper.
My stuffings were spinning. Who would kill Radioactive Rex? What did he ever do to anybody? I had to ask. What did he ever do to anybody?
Can't say. What's left of him is at the Shoebox Miniature Morgue.
I knew it well. An unpleasant place located on the dark edge of the city. Was he the victim of a crime, or was it a hideous accident? I had to get to the bottom of it.
If you take the 22 bus, you'll be there in 5 minutes.
That's never gonna happen. I don't believe in buses.
Well, you better get on it. They close up shop soon.
Once again, I found myself walking to the shoebox.
Who's there?
Preston Peppercorns P.I.
Oh, hello, Peppercorns. I'll buzz you in.
I'm here to see the remains of Radioactive Rex. I hadn't seen Radioactive Rex since he took to the stage. He was a 2-inch tall radioactive green Rex with a penchant for tap dancing. What he lacked in stature, he made up for in conversational genius. Roar! Uh-huh. Roar! Uh-huh. Roar!
Right this way. Nothing much left, really.
She was right. I was shocked to see nothing in the box but a polka dot tie and a scrap of bright green pelt. This is it? This could have been anybody.
Not with that tie. That was his favorite special polka dot bow tie.
It was a clue, sure. But that green scrap of pelt could have been anyone. The polka dot tie had me nervous. I had a hunch the remains weren't Radioactive Rex.
A hunch, huh?
You heard that?
Well, yeah, I was eavesdropping. It's a bad habit.
I took that as a yes. Whoever was in that shoebox, there was only one Radioactive Rex, and I was determined to find him. The plot was getting thick as stew. This was a puzzler, to be sure, but I'd solved stranger mysteries in the past. It was time to call in the big guns, so I jumped on the E-train to visit an old friend, a notorious femme fatale, known for her duplicitous wit and funny ways. Went by the name of Eveline Danger, but everyone knew her as Evie. There she was. Her green velvety pelt was exactly as I remembered it. Hello, detective. It's been a while. It smelled like cookies. It always had. She earned the name for her dangerously good baked goods.
Fancy a dangerously good cookie. Seems you could use one. My sources tell me Radioactive Rex is dead.
Word travels fast in this city.
The scandalous scuttlebutt is he had a dark side. Ran with a bad crowd, that one.
She was referring to the notorious theater troupe, the Rabble Rousers.
And I think they were more than a theater troupe. I hear they had a side gig.
What sort of side gig?
Illegal imports of peculiarly polka-dotted bow ties.
Practically polka-dotted bow ties? Properly peculiarly?
Peculiarly.
So, bow ties.
That's what I said.
Right. A clue was a clue, and my hunch told me there was only one crowd that always wore polka-dotted bow ties. It was time to pay the local Poppet Playhouse a visit. It was a seedy, run-down place with a reputation for bad plays and unconvincing reenactments. It was run by an old, stooped, tatterdemalion Poppet by the name of Miss Ratty-Tatters. I found her in the basement, holding a pink parasol. Was she using it as cover for the weather? Or murder? I introduced myself. I'm Preston Peppercorns, P.I.
Puffs and pumpernickel pie?
It seems she was hard of hearing. I'm investigating the murder of radioactive Rex.
Oh, Biffle person pumpernickel pie. He was just here picking up his paycheck.
I had a sudden inspiration. Radioactive Rex had hundreds of cousins, uncles, and aunties. It was plausible one of them had posed as a stunt double. Miss Ratty-Tatters, was there a stunt double in this play?
I wouldn't say he's a runt stubble. How rude.
I could see this conversation was going nowhere. I took myself backstage, only to find emotional mayhem.
What happened?
I cannot carry on.
Grandpa's dead.
Everyone there seemed pretty upset, and they were all wearing bow ties. Could some duplicitous actor have usurped his part? Was some shady character responsible for his disappearance so they could have the lead part? Was there perchance a stunt double?
No, there's an understudy.
Goes by the name of Radioactive Roland. I'd met him once at the Radioactive family picnic. Looked just like Radioactive Rex, bit lumpier though, with one lazy eye. I could see the bow tie business was booming. Every actor in this play was wearing one. So this was his dark side, peddling polka-dotted bow ties. What could have taken him down this dark path?
I wouldn't say it's dark, but I would say it's lucrative.
The theater was in danger of running out of money. We needed a side gig to survive.
Was it murder, Detective Peppercorns?
Murder, you say?
Sir, did someone say murder?
Oh, the standard kind, see?
Now look here, see?
Here?
Here, see?
Where are you pointing at? I can't see.
Over there, see?
One paw's going one way and one paw's going the other way, see?
See, say? That's here, see?
It's hearsay.
Ah.
Ah. It could be murder, or it could be something else. Is everyone in the theater present and accounted for?
It looks like the hurdy-gurdy guy is missing. He is usually in the hurdy-gurdy pit right over there.
A hurdy-gurdy is a 1,000-year-old instrument operated by a hand crank that produces sound similar to a violin.
That's pretty awful.
Can you make it stop? And that's everything you need to know about a hurdy-gurdy. They were referring to Harold Bertie, the hurdy-gurdy guy. He was known for being punctual, and he's the only hurdy-gurdy guy in town. But now he was nowhere to be found. What could it mean? I needed to take a walk where no one would hear my thoughts.
Yeah, you could try Cinnamon Lane there. It's real quiet this time of night, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Is that a frog in your hat?
That's my tummy. Clearly, I needed a dangerously good cookie. I found myself on Cinnamon Lane, Evelyn Danger's neck of the woods. All you had to do was follow the heady smell of dangerously good baked goods. Plus, Evie had eyes and ears all over town. If anyone knew anything, it ought to be her.
Hello, Detective. Oh, I see your tummy brought you back to my door.
No one knows my stomach like you do, Miss Danger, but I'm not here for a cookie. I need intel. Ever heard of Radioactive Roland?
Sure, I know him. He opened a cummerbunnery on the corner of Crumbcatcher and 14th.
Recently?
About a week ago. But I think it's a front.
Most businesses have a front.
But this one has some shady business in the back.
Sounds like the place had 4 walls, too. But my hunch is what's keeping up the roof was crime. When I arrived at the cummerbunnery, the clerk met me at the door.
How can I help you today, sir?
Looks like you have a delightful array of cummerbunds. Do you happen to have any matching bow ties?
One moment, sir. I'll need to ask my boss, Mr. Roland.
Mr. Roland, huh? Could Mr. Roland be the notorious radioactive Roland?
Wait right here. I shan't be a moment.
I caught a glimpse behind the door, and what I saw left me aghast, appalled, dumbstruck, dismayed, needless to say, very upset. Are you a collector? Do you love butterflies? Introducing the Mummified Butterfly Collection, filled with crumpled, creepy, crusty, dusty old dead mummified butterflies. Pins and board not included.
Find out next time what happened to Radioactive Rex in the Poppet Noir Mystery Part 2. Is it murder, Detective Peppercorns?
Bye!